There's been another incident concerning the governments of China and Malaysia. The Chinese government has now expressed its concerns over the alleged abduction of a Chinese tourist in the eastern Malaysian state of Sabah. The Chinese Consul General in Kuching in Malaysia has held an urgent meeting with the Tourism, Culture and Environment Minister of Sabah as well as the state's police commissioner. The Malaysian officials say they've launched an investigation into this incident. Here's what happened. A Chinese tourist and a hotel worker were allegedly kidnapped Wednesday by a group of armed men in the state of Sabah. The kidnappers are suspected to be Philippine rebels. For more on this, we can go across to our correspondent Ryan Meltzer. He's joining us on the phone line from Kuala Lumpur. What more details do we have?
Yes, well, I spoke with the Deputy Consul General in Kuching, which is in the neighboring state of Sarawak, also on the island of Borneo. And they confirmed that this incident did take place last night at around 10:30 on an island resort close to the town of Sempurna. Now, this is actually the same district where a Taiwanese tourist was killed last November by armed men also from the Philippines, and his wife was kidnapped. She was freed about 5 weeks later. Now, the Deputy Consul General said they got an SOS from Sabah authorities around 12:30 a.m., so about 2 hours after the alleged incident. The Deputy Consul General confirmed it was a woman from Shanghai. They didn't release the name at this time. They've alerted the authorities in Shanghai, who will inform next of kin. They say that Sabah police have secured the resort, and assurances they're going to do everything possible to try to find the woman and secure her release. There were a large number of Chinese tourists, 60-odd, at that resort. The Consul General, Deputy Consul General said some have left, some have stayed on. And the Consular Protection Officer is flying out there now. It's 2 flights away from Kuching. And so far, they have not advised Chinese tourists to completely avoid Sabah, but they are issuing an advisory to exercise caution. Now, Sabah police and the military do have patrols ongoing all the time on major resorts scattered around the coast of Sabah, but it is a huge sort of porous border and coastline with a lot of back and forth boat activity to the Philippines. This is where there was this very infamous incident when 21 tourists and resort workers were kidnapped off the island of Sipadan by Abu Sayyaf rebels or guerrillas back in 2000. This is also not that far away from where these Southern Filipino militants raided this area, and several people were killed. Many of the militants and several police officers were killed last year. So there's ongoing security concerns in this area, and yet it remains a very popular tourist destination.
I guess this incident, along with what's happened to MH370, will for sure leave a negative impact on tourism into Malaysia, particularly Chinese tourists into Malaysia. Thanks for joining us, Ryan Meltzer, our correspondent on the phone line from Kuala Lumpur.